Hassan. I'm really happy to see more essays from you, so let's get straight into your corrections so we can see what you wrote. The line graph shows the total income of trade zone members, plural here, between the period 1990 to 2000, and it is measured in U.S. billions, measured in here. The pie chart gives information about the international market share in 9 different countries. The total income stood at 125,000 billion, careful with your numbers here, 1990, and it remained at the same level until 1991, before it increased gradually to 130,000 billion. From 1993 to 97, there was a steady increase in the total income, and it reached 168 billion in 97. The following 2 years saw a slight drop to 165,000 billion, whilst the year 2000 witnessed an improvement and it reached 168, and that is higher than the year 1990 by 6,000 billion. Okay, Hassan, so far, very nice. It's accurate, it's good, it's appropriate. The grammar is, for the most part, very, very good, very accurate. The only thing that I wanted to see that I didn't see is maybe a little more relevant vocabulary. So what do I mean? I mean, you did talk about a gradual increase, a steady increase, but and a slight drop, and all that was fine. I kind of wanted to hear something. I saw this as kind of like a period of stability. I mean, it is pretty stable. So I wanted to hear something about that. I thought this was a not really a gradual or a slight increase, but I think that that's a considerable increase, or some other adjective for it. Let me see where you mentioned that. Here it is, a steady increase. Okay. I mean, compared to the other increases in the past, it's a little more dramatic, actually. So you could have said that as well. That's my only thing. I mean, maybe because I read this and before I actually looked at the graph, and then when I saw the line graph, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize it was such a big increase. This is really a rather dramatic increase. And this, for me, is a period of stability or a plateau even. So those are two kind of expressions that I wanted to see here. I was hoping to see, but I didn't. But okay, other than that, it's really nice. Moving along, the international market share for Benzland, what is this number? You're missing a verb here. Was, let me say that thing so I can understand. Okay, so you're missing a verb essentially. The market share was 90,233. That is double the global market of Damonland. Global market share, you're missing a the here, in Jamesland was this number, which is higher than Andyland by about 14,000. The, again, is missing here, was 56,000, and that is higher than Fredland. Capitalize this by about 1,800, and Joeland was less than Timsland by 4,800. The global market share in Herbertland was, you're missing this, and was 11,342 for Peterland. All right, this is a little repetitive. I mean, I like that you're trying to use all of these comparisons. You probably could have, rather than telling me every single one, I mean, it gets a little monotonous. You probably could have put some together and said, for example, let's see, what's similar? You could have said that, I don't know, you could have said that these two were equal, or you could have said that, I don't know, how can I say this? You could have grouped things together so that it wasn't so mechanical. In other words, all of these that are around 50,000, you could have put together, okay? So from 51 to 50, or from 46 to 56,000, you could have put all of them together and just have given like a range or something like that, leaving you to focus on these tiny numbers and then this number, and then you could have put these two together. Now, of course, there's more than one road that leads to Rome, and so there's more than one way you can do this. I'm just giving you some suggestions so that you can vary it a little bit and that your writing isn't so, you know, that every sentence just resembles the previous one. Okay? All right. So, I mean, I'm giving you this advice not because what you wrote was wrong, but because, you know, one of the reasons that we try to get feedback is to see how we can improve. All right. So, overall, it can be seen that the total income of trade zone members, S, increased gradually. I know a lot of people like to put this passive, but there's no reason to make increased passive. It should just be increased gradually during the years, and it reached the highest point at this number. I think you wanted billion here. Don't forget to include that. In the years 1997 and 2000, the areas with the highest global market share were, well, you said the areas, so it should be was Bensland, while the second highest was Jamesland. In contrast, the lowest area was Peterland. Okay. It's fine. It's nicely done, really. So good job with this. Okay, so like I said before, your grammar was really good. You selected, I mean, you pretty much didn't leave out anything, so it was well done. My advice to you was, apart from those little tiny grammatical things, just grouping things together to kind of vary what you write about and not give so many details so that it becomes kind of difficult to follow. All right, but so let's move on now to your task 2. Nowadays, computer education is compulsory for young learners in most schools. Do you think this is necessary, or would children acquire these skills naturally from their daily interaction with technology everywhere? The issue of whether it is important to give pupils core courses to develop computer skills, or if they will develop the skills from using technology every day, has grown in importance over the last few years. This essay agrees that students do not need core computer subjects, S here, okay, because they gain the skills from using technology out of their class. This essay will discuss the issue using examples from Saudi Arabia and a recent study by King Saud, capitalized King, University to support and demonstrate arguments. Okay, fine. I am not a huge fan of the fact that you have this essay here and this essay here. I think you could have replaced it here rather than saying, this essay agrees. You could have said something different, like, in my opinion, students do not need core subjects, core computer subjects, something like this, rather than being so repetitive. Okay, so moving on. Students can gain, okay, here just mention computers again. It's okay. Tutors can gain computer skills outside of their class. That is to say, giving compulsory subject. Okay. Don't think you make this. So I don't think you mean this. I think you mean, that is to say, making computers a compulsory subject. Oops, wait. Hold on. Where am I? Okay, yeah. Making computers a compulsory subject is not the only way, here you're missing the word way, to learn computer skills, because pupils can develop skills by using technology outside their schools. For example, the Ministry of Education in Saudi Arabia reported that 65% of pupils learned more skills than what they have in a course through using technology out of the class. Therefore, it is clear that core computer education is not the only method to improve students' skills in technology. Okay, fine, nice. In addition, students already have advanced, here you want a D, knowledge in computer skills. This is because they use technology in various aspects, you need an S, various aspects of their lives, because everything has been linked to technology in these days, which gives, here, S, them the opportunity to expand their information and skills in using technology. For instance, a recent study by King Saud University found 70% of the students consider their subject as a basic because they have learned advanced, D, here, skills and form using, and form using technology every day. You didn't need the here. Consequently, core computer education is not necessary to students because they have already reached an advanced level using technology. Okay. Fine. All right, no problems there, fine. So in conclusion, the new generation of students do not need computer courses because they have the skills and knowledge that are required to deal with technology, and they have reached a high level of using technology, unlike the old generation. Okay, this is fine. It's clear, it's well written. I mean, there were some little grammatical things that I mentioned throughout the essay, but the structure is quite good. You've proven your argument. So well done with this, okay? Keep on writing. I want to see more of these essays from you so that we can continue to improve, okay? So good luck with that, and I will be waiting to see more of your essays.